It's ridiculous.
Hey, everybody. It's your girl, Miracle Sims, and you are watching God, Sex, and Love Accountability Live. It's episode 5. And say good morning to Mr. Leo Walker. Good
Good
morning,
morning.
sir. How are you?
What's going on? How y'all doing?
Man, listen, bro. I'm tired this morning now. I just had a burst of energy to give you this introduction, but I'm a little tired.
Did you work out today?
No, I worked out last night.
Yesterday. Okay.
Yeah. That's another thing. So I had to modify it a bit because I usually do it in the mornings, but for whatever reason I haven't been like mornings haven't been registered with me doing it aside from that first time. So I've been doing them in the evening on those days. And so I've been doing them. But yeah, it's been mostly evening. Still
Okay.
eating healthy, still had no sweets, you know what I'm saying? But I mean, still hadn't eaten like 3 meals every day, but I did yesterday. So, um, but I'm looking forward to see what you got to say or whatever. Because I mean, I can tell you what the workouts have been like for me. I don't know if you want to start there
Yeah.
or.
Yeah. Oh, and first, I got your stuff. For
Mhm.
some reason, I was thinking you wanted me to tell you today, so that's why I didn't even reply back. So I was like, okay, these are for the show. But then when you was like, did you get it? I was like, oh, my bad, I'm tripping. So
I
your
didn't know if it went through because remember with the situation with your number, I was
yeah,
like, this is the number.
right, yeah,
Yeah, I
yeah.
thought so. But
Your
mhm.
form is well for your mount climbers. I think you was jumping too hard. The
Mm,
video you took, it looked like you was going too hard, more so than just kind of softly driving your knees to your chest, like in a
uh,
run. Does that make sense?
okay.
Because it will cause a lot of pounding if you're doing a lot of pounding if it's coming down too hard. So you want to more so drive your knees to your chest in a soft manner, but
Mm,
getting them to so that way you're getting that core and other stuff involved too when you're doing it and you're not feeling like I feel like it's pounding on my ankles, on my knees, and stuff like that. Your push-ups was fine. I would just say go as far as you can go.
mm,
Keep your, I would say, engage your core more and keep your back more flat, not so much rounded.
mm,
Um, um, it may just be because it may be the weight, but pay attention to that. If it doesn't ease up, then we may need to change the exercise.
okay, I can see you on that. Thank you. I think for me, like after that first day, remember that first day I was kind of sore. After that first day, it's like I didn't feel it afterwards. On the other day. Um, then let me see. Now I will feel it while I'm doing it or whatever. And I be sweating all this other stuff while I'm doing my workout and stuff. But like I wouldn't wake up the next morning sore or anything like that. Um, but I would say I don't know. It's something about push-ups and something about the mountain climbers that is just like I don't know. I don't know if there's another upper body exercise or
You
something I
just
can
don't
do.
like it.
Not,
You
I'm
just don't like it.
I guess is what it is. I don't know. I'm like, it should be. It's not like it's super difficult, but it's just something about it. Like even when I'm doing the mountain climbers, which I did kind of slow up on them, because trying to do the bounce move was kind of, that would make me tired quicker. Then I kind of did slow up on it these past few times. I slowed up on like bouncing or whatever, but I don't know if it's just holding myself up or something like that, where it's just like maybe I don't know. I hate to say I don't have the strength, but it
Yeah,
just
that might be it, but that's okay. That's why you're gonna do them. I'm not gonna take an exercise from you just because you're not strong at it right now. If you was in the world, you ain't never raised a child, and that don't mean you just quit raising a child because you may not understand what you're doing in the beginning. It takes a process. It's a process. So you just gonna have to keep working, and you'll get stronger. You just, like I said, you go where you can go. If you see that when you go deep in your push-ups, you're like, man, I can't get up. So okay, then go halfway, and then each week or each every other week, start pushing yourself a little bit lower, then push yourself, and then before you know it, you'll start seeing yourself being able to do it. Just take your time with it. Stop looking towards the end on 2 days. Look, just focus on that day and just take your time. You know what I mean? And just make the modifications. Listen to your body. If you can't go down all the way, or you feel like, dang, this is heavy, I can't get back up. Well, that's fine. That's just mean you got to get stronger. You got to get stronger. If your wrist and stuff ain't hurting, then that was probably what it was. It's just your body trying to get used to holding its own weight. So it's
Mm-hmm.
not used to that. So it's something new to it. So because it's something new, it has to adjust. It has to begin to adapt to this new routine. See, your body has adapt to getting up in the morning, to
Mm-hmm.
dealing with little man, to
Mm-hmm.
dealing with your hubby, right? But in the beginning, dealing with little man, it might have been a little struggle, getting up, changing diapers, stuff like that, right? But then now eventually it's just move. Well, same way with your workout. Your body's going to adapt to it in a way where, okay, this is part of what we do. And this is just challenging us, right? So it's just a challenge. So we just got to push through. Don't let your limits challenge you. You challenge your limits. Push through it. But just do it daily. Do it, okay. Next week, if you try and it still hurt, okay, wait till the following week. Either try either every week or every other week to try to make some improvements.
Mm-hmm.
Just go where you can go and listen to your body. If you can't get down all the way, it's okay. Don't mean anything. Don't look at it as, dang, I can't, I'm a failure. No. Okay, that shows where you at. So now you work from where you at to get to where you're trying to get to.
You right. Look, if I need that motivation, look, that's right here, y'all. Accountability, right here. Y'all can see. Yeah, I feel you. Okay, okay, fine, fine. I just like, I don't know.
It's because you just don't like them. Most clients don't. They don't like push-ups. They don't like mountain climbers. They can't stand them. But the thing is, it's a challenging thing, especially at home. It's mountain climbers ain't just for your core, because you holding your body up and stuff that takes strength in your arms, shoulders, stuff like that. So and you're using your legs because you got to drive it in there. So it's like a almost total body workout. So we're just trying to leverage what we have because you're at home. And
yeah,
since you're at home and you don't have everything yet, we just try and make sure we can hit your body in the, in the way that we need to. Does that make sense?
yeah, it do, it do, it do. Um, but yeah, I haven't had any like issues with my wrist or anything like that. I
Yeah,
mean,
that was just what it was then. That's what it was then. No good. That was just your wrist was like, whoa, what are we doing here?
right, yeah, the first day, like, hey, wait a minute.
Yeah.
Um, yeah, I haven't really had any issues. Like I said, I stopped bouncing so much, but then I feel like I'm not necessarily doing it, So I don't know, maybe I need to watch a video or something like that. Or,
I
mm,
send you a video. I'll
oh,
send you a video and how you speed it up, but you still say soft. Because the problem is people think that bam, you just be bouncing and bouncing and bouncing. That's not how you do it. You just drive your knees in, but still stay soft and get it going. You know what I'm saying?
well, hey, I take a look and something that keeps going. Look, my water go with me everywhere. I'm just getting
Good.
started today, so don't judge about. Now, and usually now I'm filling up beyond where it's supposed to be full. I don't know, but I know he'll be always thinking on me like, oh, he told me yesterday, when we in dinner, he's like, oh, you just made it to all feeling awesome, whatever he had said. I'm like, I'm not going by. I'm like, I'm not going by that. I'm just going by whatever I'm gonna drink, and then I take a look at it. I will say I have stopped to keeping up because the website was down. At least the last time I looked for, I didn't try to look for it up the past couple of days, but the food website that you were talking about,
Uh-huh.
it was down last week. So I don't know what happened, but so keeping up with what all I was eating. Um, but I mean, other than to say that, okay, I made a lot of more healthier choices last week. Like for example, I did go to Zaxby's, right? But I got me a salad, the grilled chicken, which y'all know I usually go for the fried. I had to wait extra time for the grilled chicken. Then I got the dressing, the light dressing. So I mean, it satisfied my chicken mood at the time, but I mean, it was different from what I usually do. But I said healthy choices. I healthy
Right,
choices.
right.
So,
You should
so
start. You should with your choices now. You should start feeling you. It's been a couple of weeks, so you should start feeling a little bit some changes. It may not be a lot, but certain things you may, even certain things you taste are gonna start tasting different.
mm-hmm.
Watch when you go back to maybe try something sweet, you're gonna taste all the sugar in that joint. Where before you didn't taste it because it was just you just that was what you did anyway. But now that your taste bud has changed and your body is starting to intake more, you're gonna taste it. You're gonna taste salt. You're gonna taste all of that stuff. You're gonna really be like, "Woo! I didn't know how sweet this was." You see what I'm saying?
I bet. I mean, well, little man's birthday coming up on Friday, so you know what I'm saying. It's gonna be one of my live life days. So, I intend on having some cakes. I'll let you know how it goes.
Okay, okay,
But yeah, I haven't. Yeah, and that's huge for me. Like honestly, because I do cookies and cakes and brownies. That's me. Like, so in fact, 2 weeks now, no cookie, no cake, no brownie. In case I didn't have temptation too, because now I ain't gonna lie, the other day I went to cornbread. I went to cornbread. And so I told him, he been going to the store. I was like, if you buy some cornbread, get some cornbread. He brought back these vanilla muffins. I'm like, first of all,
this ain't cornbread. Don't be
first of
bringing
all,
me back
take
no stuff
cornbread.
like this.
Right. I'm like, and then you come bringing me the vanilla muffin. I was like, this is like vanilla cake. I'm not doing it. I'm not gonna do it. So I didn't do it. I didn't do it. They either still up there or either he got them or I might give him the little man. But we'll see.
Right.
Um, but I didn't do it. I didn't do it. I had no. He brought ice cream last week. I didn't do it. I didn't
Right.
do it.
Right.
Um, so I
Right.
mean,
So you're
something.
trying, and the good thing is it's just like I said, you don't want to restrict yourself to the point you just feel like you just can't do anything. But then on the other hand, some people do it because they just that's the type of lifestyle they want to live. They want to live a hell and I'm not mad at it. But
Mm-hmm.
it's all about understanding what you're putting in your mouth and being aware of what you're putting in your mouth. Does that make sense? And
Yeah.
so, even in the scripture, it says do things in modification. I mean, I don't know how simpler that can get.
Yeah.
So, you just want to make sure if you do it, you shouldn't be overindulgent in it in the way that we shouldn't, because you got to remember our body is a temple. So
Yeah.
we got to treat it as a temple. So just because you have a slice of cake like Friday doesn't mean you have just totally fall off. It's
Yeah.
just when it becomes every day, then it becomes everyday piece of cake, and then in midday brownie. Then it becomes brownie midday, then in the evening some more ice cream. Now it's just become back into a habit. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah. And
You
that,
know,
that would be because especially like if you come home with cake or whatever, then you don't want to spoil half the time, so then you're trying to
yeah,
go get it finish it and stuff. And again, that was me. Like I would have like the cake with multiple meals a day. If I had multiple meals a day, because remember I don't usually only get like one big meal. Um, but so like I said, I see the difference. I'm trying to do things a little different. Trying to eat better. I've been um I had slow. To be honest, I did kind of slow up on the oatmeal. But I mean, we have some. We got plenty now.
that's
We got plenty of like the plain too. So I think that's the other thing too. Just gotta find ways to jazz it up. Like I've been. Well, I tried with some different stuff because
yeah,
me,
put
I'm just
fruit in
so
it.
weird
Put some
about
fruit
like.
in it. Yeah, put fruit in it. Like put some
Yeah,
berries, put some strawberries in it. Put some stuff in it to give it that little the natural sugar taste from the fruit that may help you a little bit with it or whatever. Or even if you don't want to do oatmeal, you can switch it up. The whole like you can make you an omelet. Make an omelet with like put a little bit of chicken, some spinach in it, stuff like that. And now you got an omelet. There's different things you can do. You just have to look and see. There's plenty of different things.
yeah,
Use your resources. I mean, um, like look to see what's spice up, your oatmeal, or like I said, you have the recipe book. There's certain things in there you can use even for dinner, lunch, and breakfast, and even some healthier ways to make stuff that may have a sweet taste for you, or
mm,
whatever. But like you said, just you don't it don't have to be boring just because it's healthy.
Yeah.
You can there's certain things you could do to make it uh taste good. And then for me, I mean, I don't me I boring doesn't really bother me too much because it's just food and I'm just eating it. So
Yeah.
of course that taste, that putting that MSG and all that stuff, yeah, it's gonna make me keep coming back. But and that's just what we do. We like to be satisfied and like stuff. That's why Chipotle, even though people say Chipotle is good, man, of course it's good. That's why they keep making you come back. All that seasoning and everything they putting in it. Why do you think it keeps coming, making you come back? Because it's like, I think I did something like, I want to say 2 years ago, Miracle, and they had this site where I can literally go in and put my stuff in I wanted from Chipotle, because I was just testing it. And
Mm-hmm.
so I put a bowl in, and all I did was beans, chicken, lettuce. That was it. And my sodium in that was 1,500 mil. That was just for that bowl. So
Wow.
then I did a whole bowl because somebody was like, "Well, put my bowl in there." They got a whole. Their sodium was 2,800 milligrams. So you got to think about it. They putting salt, seasoning stuff for you to come up, so that stuff gonna be high in super sodium. You see what I'm saying? That's
Mm-hmm.
just one of the things I noticed. So you just have to be careful. The key with when you're doing it at home, you know what you're putting in it, so
Right.
you know what's in it. Then
Yeah.
the other thing you could do too is, if you're going out, check out their menu before you go. Look
Mm-hmm.
up on the website, see what's in it, and see what, and then so you can make a decision at home. So when you get there, you like, woof, man, I might want to try this. You could be like, man, okay, they got lean steak with some veggie stuff. I'm gonna try that. I'll do this and do that. So you already know, and then you kind of got an idea of what you can get and what you're not gonna get. That makes sense.
Yeah. 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 Like I said, I know these birds. I mean, well, little man this weekend, hubby next week. We talking about going to this place, folk with the child. Now, I don't know if you ever heard of
Yeah, I've been there a few times. It's nothing but I make sure when I go, I make sure I work out like that day, and I make sure I don't eat a whole bunch of anything, so that way when I eat that meat, I kind of attack it in certain ways. But I
it.
know what you're talking about. It's that mostly protein. They have a salad bar. You eat all you can eat
Yeah.
stuff. I know exactly what you're talking about.
Now, I know everybody's all like, "Oh, I'm gonna eat watermelon and all that stuff before then." So, so I guess he's prepping himself in that aspect. I mean, it is a Wednesday, so I guess I will be working out.
Yeah, yeah.
So, you know, I'm gonna do my best. Obviously, trying to get our money's worth too. It's pretty penny to go there, but
Yeah.
um, but we'll see. How it all works out and everything. I mean, I guess I'll let you know and everything. I don't intend to overindulge or nothing.
Yeah.
Um, so you know, um, but
Plus,
even
it's not an
so,
everyday thing that y'all do. You don't go there every day. So, I mean, again, I would say, enjoy life, but enjoy life within the means of still uh, in modification. For
mhm,
us, okay, yeah, we're going out tonight.
yeah,
So let me just make sure, because you got a full couple of weeks coming up. So
hmm
let me make sure I do what I'm supposed to do at least, or try to keep it somewhat manageable during the week, so that day or that meal. You see what I'm saying? So like when hubby's meal come, or when little man meal come, I done ate good the whole week up to 6 o'clock that night. Okay,
right,
now tonight I'm gonna have good. So it's like, it's instead of a whole day or 2 or 3 days, it's just for that meal in that moment. So now we get back on top. Does that make sense?
exactly, exactly. And that's one thing I really do appreciate about you because you've been able to encourage me in that area because I think sometimes you get into your mind like, okay, I gotta do this or I gotta do that or I need to do. Because I know even some of the conversations we've had, me and my husband was like, you can only have brown rice, right? And I'm like, yeah, I think it was only brown rice, you know what I mean? And whatever case it was and stuff, we have those kind of conversations now. Um, or I think, like, for example, he made some last night, and I think he probably would have preferred to make rice. We got a whole bunch of white rice here and stuff, but he ended up doing pasta instead. And you know what I mean? So it's like, finding those ways to, I
Like
guess,
you can find, there's certain rice, like I look at it's this I'll do like certain jasmine rice.
Okay.
and certain jasmine rice that I get, it all it has in the ingredients is jasmine rice. That's it. And then I look at the back of what's the sodium, so really nothing in it. So I'll eat that, but I'll make sure I watch my serving size on it.
Yeah.
All basmati rice. See,
Mhm.
once miracle, once you learn how to understand labels and understand how to read ingredients, understand how to do it, you'll begin to start going even more and
Mhm.
loosen your restriction to be able to restrict. Does that make sense?
Yeah.
You'll loosen your restriction of what you can't eat and be able to go out to see what you can eat and just say, nah, okay, yeah, I can do that. I'll keep that. No, you know what I mean? No,
Mhm.
that one got a whole 2 paragraphs of stuff I can't even pronounce. No, or stuff like that. You know what I mean? And so, like for me, for me, I'll do jasmine rice, but I make sure I know how much I'm putting, and I make sure what's in it, what's not in it.
Mhm.
Because you don't want to be just because it say all natural on the front, that don't mean it's healthy. Just because it say, low fat. See, they use these type of things to lure us in. Okay,
Mhm.
low fat, but then I'm sure the sugar high as crack. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Or no sugar, but I'm sure the fat is all natural. Okay, well, there's some other stuff going on. Then when you look in the ingredients, so it's all natural, but the first thing it say is something sugar on it. So how is this all natural?
Mhm.
Because when you look in the ingredients on the back of labels, the first couple of things you see for us the ingredients at the bottom, maybe 1 to 3 or something like that, maybe 4. But I know the first few, that's what it's mostly made of. Then when you add all that other stuff you can't even pronounce, then how healthy is that? You,
Right.
you
Yeah.
know what I'm saying? How healthy is that? And then again, you got some people who are not making a lot of money, and even then, if they can't eat too healthy, still modify how you go about doing it. Learn labels, learn what's in it, learn what's not, so then you could begin to modify what you're eating so you don't just eat just totally poorly all the time and still try to be aware of what you're putting in your mouth. That's the key. Be aware of what you're doing. Understand, okay, this is what I put in my mouth. This is what I did. This is what I'm doing. So that way you can kind of understand and learn your body and learn what you're doing.
Exactly. I mean, yeah, yeah. I definitely find myself doing that more. I had a couple of cravings last week. Now I think I did real good because I didn't indulge them. But I wanted some soul food last week, specifically mac and cheese. I almost ordered some, but I didn't. I didn't. I ordered groceries instead. Ended up getting like this vegan mac and cheese, which actually ended up being not too bad. But it was after some research and all this stuff. I was like looking, like trying to see, like, okay, well, what should I do? Da 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 da. And so I ended up getting this vegan mac and cheese. Which again, I mean, it satisfied that mac and cheese craving. uh,
Right.
I was
Just like you said, just research. I mean, again, don't get pulled in. Once you learn certain things like labels and ingredients and stuff like that, I know it seems like, but it's life saving. And people like you said, vegan. People see vegan, automatically think it's healthy. Just because it says vegan does not mean it's healthy. You know what I mean?
yeah.
Um, um, that's why you do your research on the place you're going to. You do your research, or you look up some things and say, "How can I cook it healthier? What
Mm,
can I do to make it healthier? How can I make it healthier?" And then modify what I'm eating. You know what I mean? So instead of like us, because I'm a macaroni lover,
mhm,
macaroni pasta, macaroni and cheese,
mhm.
cheesecake, oatmeal cookies. Those I love. Mom cooked macaroni and cheese. I can eat the whole pan by myself. You know what I'm saying? By myself. She'll tell you that. Easy. Lasagna, easy. I can eat that whole pan by myself. But what I do now, I've learned how to, like, for example, is lasagna. I'll buy the ground beef and I'll buy uh zucchini, cut zucchini stripes at the bottom. Put the meat on, put a little bit of cheese. I try to get healthier cheese. Not too much because cheese with me, it flames me sometimes. And then I'll get certain things. Then I'll use the zucchini noodles with healthier sauce. So I'll make my own sauce. So you learn how to do certain things and it tastes good. Now sometimes you like, man, look, like especially during the holidays. See, you from the South, my
Yeah.
mama from Mississippi. So when Thanksgiving and Christmas comes, she cooking. So
Uh-huh.
I don't see, me living in the DC, Maryland, and my mama and them live in St. Louis. So when I go home to see them, I'm eating. I don't care what. No, I don't get this at all. I'm going to take this day and I'm eating. Don't care. But then guess what? The next day I'm at the gym. Now I'm back to modifying and doing what I need to do. So
Yeah.
instead of eating all that macaroni and cheese, she'd be shocked. I'd be like, man, just give me more greens. Give me this so that way I can do this. You know what I mean? But
Yeah.
it's almost like, I know I use a lot of Bible stuff, but it's almost like, when Paul said, I learned how to be content. He
Mm-hmm.
didn't just become content. He
Mm-hmm.
learned it. See, this is a learning thing. And you just, this is a journey you just started. So it ain't gonna just happen overnight when you've been doing something for 30 plus years, and then all of a sudden you're like, I'm just gonna start. No, it takes a little bit of time. Some people can go cold turkey and have the strength to do that. Some people can't. But it's just about taking them steps each day. And then the next thing you know, months from now, you be like, dang, I don't even. I just realized I ain't had a sweet piece and nothing. I don't even have the craving like that no more. Every once in a while, but then I know what to do to feed it. I know myself now. I know how to do it. I know what to eat. Oh, I want macaroni and cheese. I know what I could do. I know how to fix. You know what I mean? It's just growth. You're just continually growing.
First, yes, first, yeah. That's what happened over the past week or whatever. And like I said, I feel good about the wins. Feel good that I didn't go ahead and get that soul food. Feel good when I got the modified chicken salad or whatever.
Yeah.
Sorry, yeah, I feel good about making those choices and stuff. Plus, knowing that had these birthdays coming up and stuff, I'm like, all right, go ahead, sacrifice, go ahead and do something. Get your groceries. Don't get no, Uber Eats. Just get
Right.
get some more groceries.
Stick to the
Um,
plan because
yeah,
you're about to have your day.
yeah.
With your couple of weekends. With little man this weekend, hubby next weekend, and then
Mm,
y'all going out Wednesday. So it's like, you know, you know what's coming up. So just
mm,
prepare and plan around it. Okay, this week I'm gonna be okay. I got Wednesday coming up, and I got little man birthday. So I'm gonna do what I need to do all the way up. That may be a great idea. Work out just before you go, you know, eat, and a little bit before you eat, about an hour. Maybe take your little protein or eat just a little something, so then that way you replenish when you get there. And then, not saying, that's what you do all the time, because you got to know what you're doing when you're doing that, and why you do that. And that's a whole different type of scientific. We'll be in a whole different type of discussion, me explaining what that is. But, just kind of work out, then go eat, and let that be the last meal that
mhm, mhm,
you eat. So now you don't feel like, dang, I've been eating like crap. Because I know this week, because sometimes what we do is, well, since we got these birthdays, I'm going to take the whole week, instead of when your birthday ain't the whole week, it's one day.
yeah.
But we like to celebrate the whole week instead of
Mhm,
celebrating that day. So why don't we just take the whole week and just plan for that day, so then the guilt won't feel like, man, I've been eating like this all day. Now I got to get back on it. And then, because some people's not strong enough
mm,
to eat like that and then turn around and come back. They'll
right.
freaking continue to eat. Then it'll become a triple effect,
Mhm,
triple effect. So know yourself. Know you. You know what your weaknesses are. You know your trigger points. So I would just say, do what you're doing. Just plan, then go enjoy Wednesday, then get back on it. Saturday coming, plan for that. Keep doing what you're doing up to that last meal. Do what you do, then get back on.
mm,
Maybe get up Sunday, do a little bit of cardio, morning, you know, do your prayer like you do a little bit of cardio, and then go on about your business and enjoy your day and feel good about it.
okay, yes, sir. But those are my updates, and obviously I feel already uplifted and encouraged and inspired. You got me want to go ahead and knock these push outside and these doggone mountain climbers now. Uh, y'all know to go for this guy right here. Y'all go to Anointed Touch dash HSD. Hit them up for them services. Y'all see how good she is with me now. You
Mhm.
gonna have me looking like they say I'm 35, so look, maybe I'll find you know.
It's funny.
Yeah, man. I don't want to be on your time, though. I don't know what. Do you have anything else you want to say or do, or whatever?
No, I think um what you're doing is good. Just stick in there. Keep take it one day at a time. Um, just continue to be, although I'm your accountability partner, make sure you just be accountable to yourself and you know, journal. Even if the My Fitness Pal went down, get you a small book and start writing in it. Because
Mm-hmm.
even if you don't know all the calories, you still can keep yourself a record of how you eating. So when stuff ain't right, you can go back and look and say, "Dang, I didn't even realize it was this bad." No, I did good. So it can't be my food. What's going on? You know what I mean, or whatever the case may be. So just take it one day at a time. And listen to your body. Like tomorrow, I'm gonna send you. I don't forget. Just text me. I need to send you the core workout I want you to do. So I want you to do a full body workout, then I want you to do a core, lower body, and glutes workout, and then come back to a full body workout. So it kind of gives your body a chance to rest in between. That makes sense. So I'll text you so I can send that to you, and so that way your body can kind of recoup and then get back to it over about before the weekend or something. Because you work out Monday, Wednesday, Friday. So on Wednesday it can be more of like a hit style like cardio, but core and glute day, stuff like that, to allow the other parts of your body to kind of recoup.
Okay. Do you think we're gonna be doing it tomorrow, or you gonna?
Probably tomorrow,
Okay.
because you did a full body workout yesterday. Is it still challenging to you?
I mean, well, yeah, the upper body stuff.
Why you saying it like that? No, so I got something different for you. Because you took too long to answer. It's not challenging. If it ain't challenging, then what are we talking about?
I don't feel that feeling that I felt the first day. I don't feel that.
You don't necessarily have to. Let me explain this to you. See, people think results depends on sweat and you just feeling dying sore for 3 and 4 days all the time. I've seen people do that, and I ain't seen that a look of results don't happen.
Mm,
Sometimes what your body go through may not be what someone else's do. You may not be so, like, some people get sore not the next day, but that third day. I get sore right away.
mm,
Some people don't.
mm,
But that don't mean that you're going to get results if you're not taking care of everything that you're supposed to be taking care of. So long as you know you're challenging yourself, see, that's where the honesty got to come into play. Long as you know you're challenging yourself through the workout and you know, like, oh my gosh, I don't even want to do no more, or man, this hurts, then okay, then it's still challenging. Now, if you feel like it's getting a little easier, then you got to say that so we can wrap it up and give you more of a challenge. Does that
mm.
make sense?
Yeah. I think I have, well, the warm up, like getting it going, the warm up is still, because it's like a minute per thing. Um, I would say again the most challenging part would be when I'm trying to do push ups and when I'm trying to do mountain climbing, because then that just, I already told you about that. So I mean, but the other two, or well, the plank and then the two squats. I mean, um, I guess that those aren't necessarily quote unquote challenging, but I do enjoy those versus the other. You know what I mean? So I think that's just where I'm at mentally with what's going on. I think pushing myself the entire time to keep going, for the minute, for the 45. That's where my challenge, I guess, comes in. That mental thing. Like doing it for the warm up and then trying to keep it going for the. It just, to be honest, like on the mountain climbers, after a while, I have to just kind of stop. You know what I mean? I feel
That's
like
good. You stop.
it's
Yeah, just chose to do. You count. You stop. Count your 5 seconds. 1,000. Two 1,000. Three 1,000. Four 1,000. Five. Get back to it. If you gotta stop, count your second. If you feel like dizzy or you feel something going on, then sit down. Listen to your body. And
yeah.
then if you try again and feel like something ain't right, then just completely stop and just get back to it another day. Don't look at it as, dang, I didn't get, well, here's the difference in that. You tried. It's a different when you come and you just sit there and be like, well, I did that, didn't really feel right, so I'm gone. No, you tried. And so in that way you can walk away with no regrets and say, I'll get back to it. Come around and just make sure maybe make sure I look at what I'm doing like we said. But if you feel like you got to stop, count your fine. Only reason why I gave you a short period of time was because it's just to make sure to help increase the intensity of the workout.
Mm-hmm.
So it'll feel like you're doing cardio and a workout. So it'll feel like you're doing strength training and you're doing cardio. So you're getting the both of both worlds. And then two, I'm keeping your cardio like that because you don't need to do like hours of cardio because of your size. You see what I'm saying? You need more like quick hit, fat burning type cardio. Does that make sense?
Well, I appreciate it. And I know that I got you got led to some cute moments with NJ. He'll come in here. One thing you do, he'll be like, because I had a music going and stuff, he's like dancing, and then he's like be running around me and stuff. I'm like, well, yeah, try to try to get going. He's running around me,
That's
and then
funny.
when I take my break, sometimes I don't grab the water first thing. He's like, "Are you okay?" I'm like, I'm tired. I'm tired. He hold up the bottle and then like try to open it or whatever, and and try to hold it up. I tried to take it the first time he did, and then he's like, "Here, have some." He just kept
Yeah.
holding it for me
He's
to drink
like, man,
water.
drink some water. This
Yeah, I was like,
is
"Oh
so
goodness."
important.
But yeah, let's do some really cute moments. And like I said, even though I haven't been doing it in the mornings anymore, um, since that first day, I still was like, making sure I did it at least in that day. So, which was mostly in the evening. But even like Friday, when I didn't do it Friday morning, I ended up having to do it after my show. But hey, you know what I'm saying? I did it. I did it.
Got it in. That's good.
Yeah.
That's good. That's good. So that's all that matters. That's what you're looking for. It's just being intentional and being consistent. You don't necessarily, if you can't do it in the morning, you can't do it in the morning, but just be consistent. I normally, I've always hear a lot of people say, "Man, I do not feel like working out. I don't feel like going." But when they do, I've never heard no one say, I wish I didn't work. They feel like, dang, I feel good. I'm glad that I did. And then you feel like you accomplished a task that you're like, I'm glad I did. I didn't not do it. You feel accomplished. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So whether you do it in the morning or in the afternoon or in the evening, just be intentional about it.
Mhm.
Always be intentional about what you're trying to do. That way, everything Christ did, he was intentional. So you want to be to the smallest thing that you think is small, you should be intentional about. Because if you're a follower, that's what you're supposed to do. You're supposed to be intentional because intentionality leads to consistency, and then consistency leads to a normacy of being productive, in the right way, I would say, in the right way, because you can do intentional stuff that ain't right too, but we talking about in the right way.
Exactly. Exactly. I really appreciate you as always, Mr. Leo. I
Yep.
told you, man, your episode is actually going live this Friday. So if you guys want to hear more about Mr. Leo and what he got going on with Anointed Touch Health, Fitness, and Beauty, tune in to the pre-recorded episode of God, Sex, and Love, the Talk Show, featuring this guy right here, Leo Walker. And obviously, hit the guy up right here. Yeah, like the information right there. Hit him up and look, tell them miracle section.
Don't forget to text me, Miracle, so I can because I think I'm gonna add something different to your squats to make it a little bit more challenging for you. Um, I'm gonna add something different, and then too, so I can give you the core and glutes workout too for you for tomorrow.
Sounds like a plan. Well, till next time, y'all. That's accountability.
All right,
Bye.
y'all. Appreciate y'all. Thanks, Miracle. I'll talk to you soon.
All right. Bye
All
bye.
right.